Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, on the daily chart, I just want to just talk a little bit about it, not too long, and then we dive into the microstructures. On the daily chart, I just want to remind you that we are in the late stages of a bullish market. That is at least my perspective. That's at least my perspective, and again, I could be wrong about that. So all I can say is that the risk is high in this region. The market could literally top at any time. I don't expect it to top yet. I expect the market to extend further towards 130k, possibly even higher if we get another upside extension as shown on the chart in this 4-5 pattern. But either way, it's about one more 4-5 pattern or two. But if we look at the entire structure that formed since November 2022, and we've been talking about these price regions for pretty much a couple of years, yeah, little less than that, but we are arriving there, right? So most of this rally is done. We expected another rally, which happened, and now, yes, another 4-5 pattern would still be great, and again, I'm expecting it. But please understand that I cannot confirm a bear market or a large correction until we break below 68k. That is far, far away, okay? And again, you have to have a plan with regards to profit taking. I know a lot of people expect higher, and there are always those who expect based on on-chain data or so, and there will always be bag holders who are going to hold it into the bear market, right? So that it's fact that if you don't have a profit-taking plan and you don't take profits, then at one day you might see the price in the support region and maybe it will break and then you will panic, and that's just the reality. So it is simple trader maths where you just need to understand where is support, where do you want to stop out, are you happy with your position, because you will have a certain position obviously, and the distance to stop is your risk. And if it's too high, then it might be wise to take some partial profits. It's just simple trader maths, right? Now you can trade your expectations or you can trade based on reward and risk, which is the more objective process. And again, I'm not saying you have to take profit, just understand the structure, and you don't need to follow me. You can also follow others, but what you need to understand is when you want to stop out, or when you believe a bear market will start, or at least the thesis that we go higher will be seriously challenged. And that could be based on, I don't know, my analysis. It could be based on someone else's or your own. Best is always you come to your own conclusions, right? But you can take analysis as additional input. But if you don't even know that, well, then it's problematic. So you need to know when you want to stop out, when your own thesis fails. Now I give you my levels, I give you what I think, and below the 68k level, again, it's not confirmation even, but it will be a strong indication that we don't get one more high. Full confirmation, will come a little lower. It'll be around 57k probably, yeah. But that's long way down. And then people will say, oh, okay, but so, it's crazy, it's so far down and you can't confirm it before. Well, yeah, that's what I've been saying all along. When the risk is high, you need to consider if you want to take profits. Now, 2021, I could call the top like 15% from the top, which was really early. This time will be different based on the market structure, all right? And I'm warning you, and I a lot of you will remember that because I talked about that. So that's just something to consider. Think about profit taking, think about DCAing out, right? But obviously everybody's got a different situation. I'm talking about the macro view. I'm not talking about short-term trading. I'm talking about the macro view, because that's where reward and risk really matters. Now, we talked about that extensively in member live streams, but we also talked about it in videos. So I just want to repeat that, given that really not much happened. So on the smaller time frame, really messy price action, really not clear what's going on there in the short term. If you watch the previous videos, then you will recall that I said that the altcoin price action is much clearer at the moment, right? We had some wonderful setups, Tau, FET, Aave, Rune, a lot of 1-2 setups. Then we had a lot of 4-5 setups as well, like for example, We had VeChain reverse in micro support, Mana, Sand. A lot of the coins just where they extend higher in impulsive structures are following. This is messy, and this is no surprise because this is an area where the bulls and the bears are fighting. And this kind of indecision is already kind of indicative of a top forming. Now, a top is always, I mean, a top doesn't form in a day, right? It's always a process. So I just want to say, you know, there's indecision, and you see that nervousness, and you will remember that the bears got liquidated here when the price moved up, and the bulls got liquidated the day before. So it is that range that we're dealing with. And I explained to you in the previous video that I see that 97,500 level, the red line, as a pivot between short-term bearish momentum and short-term bullish momentum. So we're currently above that line, even in Fibonacci support. So I'm watching for higher, but I can tell you what happened here doesn't really give me confidence that the low has been struck. At the moment, it would look more like we've actually formed the top there and we break down again, but I need to see a break below that red line, and then it would probably be some kind of a B wave top again or something. It's very messy, so we have to remain flexible with regards to the microstructure. I don't really see a very clear setup there at the moment, and the support area below be around 86,200 and 93,150 might be tested again if we break below that red line. And then I have to apologize because I think in the previous video I talked about Bitcoin dominance and then never got around to covering it. So let's take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance. And you can see it's probably topped. I mean, it's looking like that, yeah. It's looking like that. We've now broken out of this price channel that we talked about in recent months, really. I mean, for a long time, even I think for more than a year, been talking about this price channel, and now we have a break. It's actually a perfect ending diagonal. This is a perfect ending diagonal in wave C to the upside. Because what you often get, and you might want to look it up, it's a so-called throw over, where to the end of a diagonal we get a fake out and then a sharp decline. It's a perfect diagonal pattern, and then now possibly here move down. So I assume we've topped at the moment, right? Can always change my view, but this is at the moment, well, it definitely looks like that at the moment, right? So that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.